welcome to another episode of Final Drive, and today we are driving into the world of BMWs. Alright, so this car, the E46 M3, came with the S54 B32. So this motor is actually known for having a very throaty and tin canny sound. But the thing is, the owner of this car has changed the exhaust system with a Group M exhaust. And let me tell you, it sounds like a whole different animal. My goodness. The power of this car, it's endless. It's just very top end happy, and it just moves like a freight train. It's a car that'll definitely put a smile on your face every time you take it out for a spin. And it's like, again, it's one of those cars where you take it out and you just can't help but be a little throttle happy with this thing, because the car just loves it. Alright, well the S54, which is the motor that comes out of the E46 M3, is dual Vanos. So dual Vanos is BMW's variable valve timing system. A lot of people have questions about it, but the best way for me to describe it, let's be real. A lot of the BMW guys are probably going to disagree with me on this, but it's pretty much the German VTEC. If you're like driving a car like this E46 M3, you need a lot of real estate. You need the room to let this car just go. It's a little bit more, in my honest opinion, it lacks that power in the bottom end. But as soon as you get to the higher RPMs, this car just keeps going and going, and the sky's the limit with this car in terms of the speed and top end. The E46 M3 came with a very special motor known as the S54 B32. It's a 3.2 liter inline six equipped with ITBs, also known as individual throttle bodies, and a drive-by-wire throttle, as well as dual Vanos. And driving this car around town the past hour or so, the interior of this car feels comfortable. The E46 M3 does come with the sports seats, and to me, it's no different than the standard seats, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna say otherwise. It makes you feel very, very comfortable. It feels like you're not really in a race car, but when you do give it some throttle, this car will just take it. All right, well, the owner of this M3, of course, has spiced this car up to his liking, because that's what we car guys do, right? So the wheels on this car is actually their BBS CHR, a staggered set. The front is a 19 8.5 and the rear is a 19 9.5. Both ET35, making the stance a lot more aggressive, and I honestly dig it. So the front brakes are also upgraded. They're huge brakes, 6-pot M135 brakes, and the rear, they are 4-pot Porsche brakes. Trust me, the braking power of this car will probably pull you out of the car. There was a pupster that just ran across the street. Okay, and of course you can't stop at the wheels, you can't stop at the front lip, you gotta go with the rear end as well, right? So the rear end has actually been upgraded with the CSL trunk lid as well. And this is not something that you could find easily, especially one that is authentic. All right, so the E46, just the E46 chassis in general, it suffers a lot from the interior just falling apart and being so brittle. And in this case, on this very beautiful M3, the owner of this car has actually refurbished everything in this car, from new headliner to Alcantara steering wheel to the shift boot being Alcantara. It's just an overall beautiful car. And mind you, this is a car that's driven every day. This is a daily driver. It's not a garage queen, so it's actually being driven how I feel like M3s need to be. All right, so this whole time I've been driving this car without it being on the sport mode. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna press the sport mode and let's see this thing truly come alive. It just keeps going. My goodness, dude. holy, that's holy. I can't. That is a whole nother animal. And I thought it was quick, but without even pressing the sport button, this just we just woke up a beast. Holy. This motor got on Ward's 10 Best Engine list of 2001, as well as winning the International Engine of the Year as well in 2001. I just never want to get out of the seat. All right, guys, this is the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. And remember to watch us next week. So I'll catch you guys then. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Go, go, go.